to Community with MC. This is MC with Pacific One Real Estate and Mortgage. Today we have a very special talk. It's about Cornerstone Academy Charter School. And as you see, we have parents and students from Cornerstone. Please say hi to the audience.
Hi.
Hello. And introduce yourself, please.
My name is Devin Noriega, and I'm in the 4th grade, and the school that I attend is Cornerstone Academy.
Thank you.
My name is Chloe Noriega, and I'm in 1st grade, and I attend Cornerstone Academy.
Thank you.
My name is Mario Rios. I'm a founding parent. I have 2 daughters and a graduating son from Cornerstone Academy.
Oh, wow.
Hi, my name is Anda Chen. I have 2 children who are currently attend Cornerstone Academy.
Hi, my name is Kathy Liu, and I have 4 children. My oldest is 14, who attended Cornerstone Academy on their first year, 2010, and my 3 other children is currently Cornerstone Academy students.
Wow.
My name is Michael Shield. I have 2 children. One is in Cornerstone, and the other one will be in Cornerstone next year, kindergarten.
Thank you. So as you meet all parents and students from Cornerstone, and you might ask the question, what is the talk is about? So Anda is one of the Pacific Wide real estate agents. Can you say hi, Anda?
Hi.
And she still started here at Pacific Wide, and every time I met Anda in the hallway, she always talk about Cornerstone. And at the beginning, I didn't know what it is, but then she pulled my attention. And I realized something happening to the school and something that's not fun at all. So I would like to bring all of you here so that we can talk about it, so everybody to understand what's going on with Cornerstone. Just a little bit background. In October 22nd, 2019, Franklin McKinley, right? They decided to shut down Cornerstone Academy Charter School. This is really sad because this school have more than 540 students. So I have 2 students at Cornerstone right now. I have one question for a young lady. How do you feel if they shut down Cornerstone? Go ahead.
I feel super sad because we can't close Cornerstone because how are we gonna learn?
Oh, thank you. How about you?
I would feel very, very sad because I have lots of friends at school, plus the teachers, because they're very awesome. And if Cornerstone closes, I think that friendship will probably be over.
Oh, I'm so sorry. As you understand, I also have a mom. I have children, and school is very important to the children. It involves a lot of emotion. So if somebody shut down a school, they have to think about how much it hurts the kids. So let's start the conversation so people will know what's going on here. So my first question is, can you give us a quick summary of the current issue with Cornerstone Academy?
So yeah, as stated on October 22nd, we had a meeting with Franklin McKinley School District, and they decided not to continue our contract due to not having enough Latino students, and also not serving any moderate to severe disability. And with that, it will affect over 540 plus students, and not only that, staff and school staff, teachers, and we were completely left shocked and blindsided with the impression that we were complying with everything. Myself as a parent, I've been working very hard with, the fellow parents here, trying to let you guys know how much this will affect everyone, the community. And we do have a lot of Hispanics. I'm Hispanic myself. We do serve so many students with disabilities. How it's rated, at the end of the day, they still have a disability, and we're here to serve them. And we do have an upcoming board meeting on January 15th with the Santa Clara County Board of Education at 4:30. So we're hoping to also reach out to them and let them know that we are here to do what we can for the community and for our students.
Yeah, so I just want to echo what Maria just mentioned. I was actually there at the Franklin McKinley District final hearing, and I was shocked and devastated because when they said about, the school doesn't serve the children with disability from moderate to severe. I was one of the case. Last year was quite a challenge for our family. Our son was diagnosed with Tourette syndrome, one of the medical conditions that affected 1 out of 100 kids in America. So I was not knowing what to do, and fortunately the teacher, even though she didn't know what Tourette syndrome is about, she willing to sit down with me, and I was crying with her. I said, I don't know what to do, can you help me and show me what to do? And the school, the teacher, the principal was with me every step of the way, and my son, was devastated, but in a way he feel that this is the classmate that doesn't judge him, accept him, and he slowly overcome that first day, the denial phase that he doesn't have it, and come to the point that he even talked to his closest friend in class that go home and Google the Tourette syndrome, then you will know what is it about. So I think last year was quite challenging, but during that challenge, I saw the blessing, because I don't know if he was in different environment, what would happen. And luckily that the teacher, Miss Blake, was very nice and always encouraged me that, whatever I need from her, let her know. And she actually update me everything about what's going on with my son in school and reach out to us. So I feel this is not only a school, this is the heart of the teacher who want to help. And I think that's so valuable to me as a mother who go to work hard, make sure that my kid is in a safe and nurturing environment. And finally, I got that environment. That's why when this challenge come this time, I was one of the hardest working volunteer parent to stand for the school, to stand for this community, because I know my son, my family was, greatly helped during the time of challenge. So I want to share with you about this.
I'm so sorry to hear the story, but you know what? I'm so happy to hear that there is a school that really give people the feeling of safe, and the kids the feeling of, welcome and understanding. I think this school should be there for everyone.
Yes.
So you have anything to add? Otherwise, I'm gonna ask the next question. What is a charter school? How is it different from a traditional public school?
Yeah, I can give a quick, in a nutshell. Charter schools are public school. I think a lot of people might, have that misunderstanding. But charter school are public school, just like district school. They're free to everyone. They're open, free to everyone to apply. Just a little, some differentiation between charter and public. People might not be aware just the curriculums. Charter school usually, and also charter school and public school, they are funded by the states, right? By taxpayer, by all of us. Charter school obviously got funded by, on a per student basis. Some district school actually got a little more funding than charter school, in fact.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, I think the main difference here is the curriculum. Charter school have a lot more flexibility built in of how they want to run a structure. You're more specialized in certain area, But at the end, all the students are still taking state tests, everything, and they are more accountable for performance, from all that. District school, they have to adhere by all the all the program that dictated by the state, the education, the state education, and basic run down to district area, to the district lower level, right, like to us. Oh. So I mean those are basic. Everybody can Google up and look up more about the differences.
So so just a question, like why do we choose charter school versus the district school?
So I think from my own opinions, we chose Cornerstone Academies. Like when my oldest daughter now is 14, when she stopped kindergarten soon, we all frantically go such around, right? And in our district, in where we live, it's where Cornerstone is, there's nothing like district school. There's nothing come close to what we're looking for. Basically, you know, we want a little bit more, you know, like more rigorous program, you know, pushing the kid a little bit more, you know, like, so when we pick Cornerstone, it really is like, this is for us because it was a lot smaller family setting, you know, the first open house, I remember I took my daughter when I was just totally impressed. Like, they come and they shake the kid's hand, like, nice to meet you, what's your name? And she's only like 5, right? Getting ready to go in, and then we're looking at the program, the curriculum. It's like, and it's free, really? You know, like at that time I was pretty new to charter school too. You know, we're like, this is free. You know, it's not private. I mean, we would have to pay a lot to get into that similar program. You know, for private school. So you know, and everything history since then. You know, she got in kinder, and then my other 3 kids just follow her step, and I mean, it's just so blessed to have the school in our community that have such a high performance, you know, compared to all the district school around.
I agree.
That's awesome. Do you have any? I think they are one of the top school, right? You did.
Yes.
Cornerstone.
They are 2 years for the California.
Yes, and you can find that on the
distinguished
website.
school.
Yes.
Yes.
Their test scores are high.
Yeah.
So my next question is, what are the options for your kids if Cornerstone would be closed? Is there any option anywhere you guys think of?
To me, that's a very good question. I haven't thought about this. That's why I'm here, to create more awareness, and hopefully a lot of parents out there can relate to what we are going through right now. For the sake of the children in this district, to continue to support Cornerstone so that it can stay open, because whatever Cornerstone doing right now is affect 200 family and 540 students. And also, I believe that, you know, whatever working, we don't need to repair. It's already working, right? What is education for? Education for is educate the kids, right? And this one, they go out of the box, always thinking what is the best for the kids, with no discrimination, right? Treat every kid, regardless of their background, right? They still treat equally, and they embrace the kid and make them feel that this is a community for them. Because I think as we grow up, every kid grow up with different way, right? Some have some challenge at the beginning, some have challenge when they go to high school. We never know when is our kids' turn. We never know. As parents, we only want to do the best for our kids.
Right.
And Cornerstone provide us what we need. Right.
So I just want to say a little bit here. You know, normally my show is at 12 noon. Today we have it at this time because we all working parents. So we all working hard for our children. And if someone out there listening to this talk and you see if you can do something for Cornerstone, please stand up and do it for us.
Thank you.
It's all for our children. Think about over 500 students. They in love with their friends, with the school, with the teachers. And now if we take away everything from them, it's gonna create a big, I don't know, a wound in their heart.
Yeah, I definitely think my children have to go through counseling.
Yeah.
If school closed, I mean, seriously, I mean, I want to give hope to them. I never want to say, you know, we still have hope. You know, we're gonna fight hard. So don't worry, we with you, we fight along. Like I never want to make them think that it's gonna happen, right? But if it happens, I know for sure it's gonna be tough. It's like it is. Their heart could be torn for sure.
Yeah, and we're asking just to look out for the kids' best interests.
Right.
And that's why we're here.
And I think for the community too, right? It's a high performance school, and is in a community with a lot of low income families. You know, not many family, you know, like us can put kids through private school with, you know, higher, with more, you know, better education program or whatever. But with the community that we have a good school sitting in there, it's definitely going to improve the community, right? You obviously, you see better citizen will be built up from the community, better kid, they all can go to college, things like that, right? So it's just a lose-lose if the school closes. In my opinion, it's like, I don't know what in the great mind of anyone is thinking of that. Cornerstone is not good for the community and they should close down,
Because I think they critique Cornerstone for not serving disability, not enough number of disability. I think that have no valid because Cornerstone see every kid as a normal kid, regardless of what their background, they treat equally. And because of that, it's built in the confidence for the kids who need a little bit challenge outside, but they see someone who believe in them so much. Guess what happened to that children? They believe in themselves. But that is a thing that about Cornerstone that we are fighting right now is this model works. This model works. Why other school don't just use this model so that more family out there benefit from this, right? We don't label the kids disability, right? We treat equally and embrace them. This is a community that always believe in the children, believe that they have all the potential, and always want to make sure that they exploit all of their potential. So I think it's so important about the personal growth for the kids. That's why I really sad when hearing about that. And now we are a week from that final hearing. My kids keep asking me, what's going on, Mom? What do you think? So I say, don't worry about it. I believe that out there people are very supportive. We have a lot of parents out there who understand, what we go through. And I believe that, like you, if you have kids and your kids, concerned, you do whatever it takes to make sure that, to keep the environment, right? That's why we're here, despite of all the challenge of our daily hectic. We make time for this because we value this school that much. And we want our kids to feel safe, don't have to worry about what would happen if one day Cornerstone was closed. That's why we're here.
Thank you. Do you have any story to share?
For my personal experience was that for my first child.
Can you sit louder?
Oh, for my first child, she had a speech issue. When she was 2 years old, she barely spoke any words, and we got help from the state. They provided us with therapy, and it helped. She improved, but she was still significantly behind. But after 2 years, they said, well, you need to get the district involved. So the district, they said, well, we had to do some testing, and they said, we have to do some classification of what your disorder is. And we talked to the district, and I said, well, what are you going to do? And they said, well, we have to diagnose you. We have to go there and put you into some kind of disability program. And I said, well, it got me kind of really nervous because it goes back to my own experience when I was a kid in second grade. And I had, speech issues and stuff like that. And I was diagnosed, and they said, okay, well, you have to go to a special education program. And because of that, they thought what was best for me was to take me out of core classes like English and history. They ripped me out of those classes, segregated me from that classes, and they kept me on a path where here's normal path, and they kept me on this path like this. So they said, and I even though I had proved to them that I could get out of the program, but there was no way to get out. How their understanding was, you need 2 years of proof to get out of the program. And I said, how do I get 2 years of proof? Well, the problem is you can't get 2 years of proof because you gotta get out of the program to get 2 years of proof. So, needless to say that my parents had struggled a couple years in private school, working multiple jobs to get us, to show proof. But the thing is, it was a hard struggle for my family, for me, and I didn't want that for my kid. I was so nervous when they started talking about that, and I said, there's no way you're going to diagnose my kid. There's no way. And I even talked to the guy. I said, well, how do you feel? Like, in my story, maybe my story is it's not normal. And he said, no, your story. I hear your story a lot. And parents have talked to me many times with your same fears and had the exact same problems as me. I said, well, has it improved? They said, no. I said, no way are you going to diagnose my kid. And I ran out there and I looked for different options. And I went to Cornerstone, and I actually got to observe a little bit, and I talked to them about issues, and I got to see firsthand, like people that have challenges, they're still in the classroom, but they are getting additional attention, but they're still maintaining in the classroom. They're not, there's nothing different about them. They just get extra attention to bring them up. Right? They want everybody to be at the level. They don't want this, they want this. They want you to converge, right? And they want you to be college bound. And it was really different. I was really happy with that, and that's the reason why I chose Cornerstone. I mean, it's so significantly different about labeling, because if you go to a kid and you say, you know what, you're shy, the kid will say, I'm shy, and you don't realize how much damage you do to that kid.
Right.
And I think it was the best decision not to go the district route and go to Cornerstone.
Oh, I see. Thank you for sharing the story, because I don't even know what the difference between charter and district, and you just brought up a very specific example, the real story about yourself and your children, that I'm so glad they're in charter school for us, for our children who have some disability issue. So it really, to me, this is really, when it's something like that happened, to me, this is humanity. Like, you show people we are the same. We all are the same. We should be treated equally and should not be feeling different because of something that we didn't choose to be. So like your daughter, she doesn't choose to be not talking normally, right? But the school does, at charter school, they do make her feel like she's like other kids, right?
It's inclusive.
Yes. So if you are still listening to us, if you can do something, or at least you can raise some voice, could you please do help? And if you have anything that you think you can help us, you can comment, tell us what to do, because we are here, parents. We need help. We really need to keep the school open for more than 500 students who really need charter school, Cornerstone Charter School. Do you have anything else to share?
Yes, we have also have a really good article that summarizes what we just talked about today in a nutshell, and we will provide right after this show that Mercury News, the link from Mercury News, so that if you want to know more information about the real issue in Cornerstone and what we are up to, look out for that link so you can have more information and what you can do to help support Cornerstone continue to stay open.
For the meeting next week, January 15 at 4:30 p.m. in Santa Clara, what can people do to help out?
There's many ways, the more people present there, show the support. And that's also show the board member that, Cornerstone do the right things
For the students.
for the student, because in the way, if Cornerstone continue to stay open, right, this would be a model that many other schools to learn from. Why not improve the education system across the board in this area?
I mean, we're raising the bar, and then other district school around the community. I mean, they should also
Do the same.
raising the bar, right?
Yeah.
Higher education standard for the kid,
Because in the way we are serving future leaders, right? We should not.
I think the other thing that family and friends can help us out is also, write letters to the board, the Santa Clara County Board of Educator, the board member. You can just look it up, and then there's 7 board members there. Write to them. What do you like? Tell them why it's important to keep Cornerstone around. I mean, as parents, we all have written our letter, share our story. We all have done that. But it's also important to hear from community member who don't have this direct impact, right? I mean, they live in the community. They might or might not have kids going to Cornerstone or go to district school, but it is important to have a good school around.
Actually, I did not know anything about charter school until today, and I really am happy there is Cornerstone Charter School, and I wish Cornerstone gonna be opening forever for all our future children. They are so beautiful. They deserve it. They deserve a good school.
Thank you.
So, okay. So if you don't have anything else to say, we can say goodbye to the audience. Yeah, you want to say something? Yes, of course. Please go ahead.
I think one way to support Cornerstone is just to show up at that meeting. Even if you're not going to say anything, you should just show up and support Cornerstone.
Oh, thank you. You're so smart. Thank you so much. You want to say something too, please?
We had to raise money for our school, or else we're not gonna learn anything that we're not gonna know.
Aww.
Support, baby. Huh?
Thank you so much. Thank you very much, everyone, for. I know it's late and you came back from work, and you are from far away too. Take time to travel to here. I appreciate that you come here today, and I really wish all of us luck. Even though my kid doesn't go to charter school, but I think that's a very good school to have in our community, and we should have it forever. I wish you luck, and I hope the charter school gonna be continuing, especially the Cornerstone.
Yeah, thank you so much for your support.
Thank you very much for having us.
Of course. So if you listening to this video, and if you think you can help us in any way, like showing up at the court next week, January 15, or you can share this video to as many of your friends or anybody you know, so create an awareness to people around us. You never know, your one share might get to someone who have the power or the ability to stand up and help to save the school, to help so many children, save so many hearts. So please do help us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.